Welcome to Italian Design Day Istanbul 2020 Transportation Panel. I am Pınar Sipahi, and now we are in Galataport, Istanbul. Italian Design Day is organized in cooperation with Istanbul General Consulate of Italy, Yıldız Technical University, Yıldız Technopark, and Italian Culture Center. Now I have three very precious guests in my panel, and I would like to introduce them. First of all, our very sponsor of Italian Design Day 2020, Galataport's General Manager, Erdem Tavas.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for us.
Thank you for us. We are also honored. And we have Giovanni Ribotta, Chef Designer of Maserati from Italy. We have Ensar Çabuk from Sirena Marine Yacht Design. And our academician from Yıldız Technical University, Tekin Ergenç. Firstly, I would like to pass the word to Erdem Tavas.
Thank you.
And we can start the presentation of Galataport Istanbul.
We have a small presentation to show you some visuals about our project. Otherwise, it's very hard to visualize. So we can start the presentation if you like.
Yes.
As one of the largest waterfront projects on Earth, Galataport Istanbul has a total investment value of 1.7 billion, including the tender bid. Covers a length of 1.2 kilometers of coastline on the Bosphorus. Galataport Istanbul is located in a unique part of Istanbul. It's in between the new and the old, and was like a missing part of a puzzle, so to say. It's the historical port of Istanbul. It's based on one of the most important public squares of the city, the Tophané Square, and was also surrounded by and also encompassing enchanting historical monuments. Making of Galataport Istanbul is a result of collaboration between the local and the international, the best parties from both sides. Both of our partners, Doğuş Group and Bilgili Group, have extensive experience regarding international business and partnerships. With this experience, getting together with the Galataport Istanbul team, who also have extensive international experience, has enabled us to execute the process much more smoothly. Ranging from construction to hotel development, as you can see on the site plan, architecture, cruise operations to leasing and brand marketing, we have been working with a variety of international partners, and it has so far been enriching from both for our teams and for the project. We have had the chance to partner with the Hong Kong and Shanghai hotels, owner and operator of the Peninsula Hotels, work with BAE Architects for cruise terminal development, and James Corner Field Operations for landscape planning, become the main sponsor of Istanbul Modern Art Museum designed by Renzo Piano, and work with leading companies like Trevi and Bresser for our construction works. We are also in touch with a variety of international brands, cruise companies, event and consultancy companies, the academia as well as the international media since the beginning of the project. Regarding to the project development and design, there certainly was a need to generate this precious area and give it back to the city with all of its offerings and more. The project will boost a high-tech cruise terminal, but also house institutions of arts and culture, various brands catering to several segments, cafes, restaurants and office spaces. Public health is of course upheld since the beginning, even though none of us could imagine such a pandemic in those days. A need for open spaces for everyone was certainly a need for the city of 18 million residents. Galataport Istanbul office buildings are also built with social distancing in mind, from decoration to architecture, while design provides a well-lit and spacious environment that boosts employee motivation, terrace areas, and in the buildings also offer access to fresh air. Aside from well-being point of view, the overall components of the whole project, ranging from the reinforcement works to the materials used during the construction, our solution partners' choosing processes are all executed with the public health and safety measures as well as sustainability. This area will be new arts and design district as well. Galataport Istanbul will also become the city's new culture, art and design district in the future. Istanbul Modern Museum and Mimar Sinan Fine Arts University Istanbul Painting and Sculpture Museum, Turkey's leading arts institutions, are within the premises of Galataport. Furthermore, the historical Tophane Square, covering an area of 14,000 meters square, will become one of the most popular squares in Istanbul. Besides being Istanbul's first museum square, the area itself will be kept alive all year round with a special activation plan that will include live performances, exhibitions, fashion shows, and festivals and family entertainment events. As the new fashion and design district of the city, Galataport Istanbul will host and collaborate with several international stakeholders, including leading Italian brands and designers. We have many historical buildings on our site as well. Let me show you this video. This is the Tophane Square. There's a very nice clock tower. It's also a historical monument. These are the museums of Istanbul Modern Art and Mimar Sinan University Fine Art Museum. We have many historical buildings on our site as well. The historical buildings in Galataport will be restored as part of the project, regaining their former importance as the historical treasures of Istanbul. The project features a distinguished 177-room hotel brand, the Hong Kong and Shanghai Hotels, owner and the operator of Peninsula Hotels. One of the most prestigious global hotel brands will build Peninsula Istanbul right across the historical peninsula. The post office building, this is the visual of this building. The post office building is the oldest building in Galataport district and has been used as a customs office, a hospital, and a post office at different points throughout its lifetime. Stretching 180 meters along the Bosphorus, visitors will appreciate its stunning courtyards and exterior domes. The main reason of this project is a cruise port actually. So let me give you some insight about cruise port operation as well. Designed to be quite unlike anything else, the new cruise terminal is being built underground so that domestic and foreign tourists can continue their journey without any interruption. We are building a modern port with a hatch system that's being used for the first time in the world. Linked to this hatch system is a terminal building with an underground area of 29,000 meters square. When there is no ship docked in the port, the entire above ground area of the site will be open for use to the public, thanks to special 3-meter rising hatch system that sequesters the temporary customs bonded area and the security ISPS area. Thank you. This is my presentation for Galataport Istanbul.
Thank you so much. It's a very big pleasure for us to listen this project also from your side. And from the first moment that I have seen Galataport, I am really happy as a citizen of Istanbul because I think your site has, in collaboration, built a very successful project, especially for in these days, because I don't know, did you predict it before, but now we can see that it will be a very successful and preferred project to be in open area.
It's
Instead
magical,
of,
it's
it's
valid for all times.
Okay. And I would like to ask about
and this area has been a historical port for throughout its life almost. Because of that, almost for 200 years, nobody was having access to this area. No citizens were allowed to get in if they are not a cruise passenger.
It's a very...
It will be now open to public. It's also very enthusiastic for us.
We are also excited. I would like to ask about this international collaboration because, as you said, you have a large group of international construction companies and other groups. And what was the difficulties and also advantages of this collaboration?
Actually, there are definitely pros and cons, but always pros overwhelms the cons, and let me tell you some explanation about those. Making of Galataport İstanbul is a result of collaboration between local and international, the best parties from both sides. Both of our partners, Doğuş Group and Bilgi Group, as I stated, have extensive experience regarding international business and partnerships. With this experience getting together with the Galataport İstanbul team, who also have extensive international experience, has enabled us to execute the process much more smoothly, ranging from construction to hotel development, architecture, cruise operations, leasing and brand marketing. We have been working with a variety of international brands, partners, and it is beneficial for both parties as well, international and local parties. Each of our business partners and third parties have brought a new perspective and new solutions to the project. So I strongly believe pros overweights the cons. Regarding the cons, there are time differences, as you can imagine. Restriction due to pandemic, travel restrictions due to the pandemic, different legal and legislative processes in different countries can be mentioned. But as I said, in general, we benefited more from our international partnership rather than having any disadvantages.
And we already know that you are working with Italians.
Yeah.
Trevi is underground engineering. You are working for a long time with them, I think. What do you think about collaborating with Italians? What are the interactions between Turkey, Galataport, and Italians?
Yeah. In short, they are very good engineers, and we had many solutions together here. We had a very good collaborative work here. Historically, there have been very few projects like Galataport İstanbul, which makes it one of the most fascinating ones from the geotechnical engineering point of view. I'm a civil engineer myself, and this whole area was a huge soil mechanics laboratory at those days. The complex project, which includes the construction of underground structures both in open areas and underneath the existing historical buildings, has required use of a wide range of technologies for the execution of retaining structures, deep foundations, and soil improvement in a high seismicity context. As a result of two tender processes, Trevi became both the main contractor and proposal designer for Galataport İstanbul's underground engineering. Thanks to its long-standing technological and organizational experience, Trevi was able to deal with all the complexity by employing best machinery and technology for each scope. There are 10 different technologies employed within the whole project, which cover almost all applications of geotechnical engineering known so far. The technical solutions Trevi adopted Galataport İstanbul have required the use of the equipment prepared to get the highest performance, like the new soil mech hydromill SC135 equipped with HS40 cutting module, and the new soil mech SR95 in turbojet version, some of which are firstly used at Galataport İstanbul project. It was a huge technology they encountered here.
I think it's really hard to separate design and engineering. And for me, the success is coming after combining both design and engineering. And we know from Leonardo da Vinci also that they have an engineering mind, successful mind. And we will see the results of their engineering success also in that project. Thank you very much for your opinions.
Thank you very much.
And now we are also excited for Maserati. Now I would like to give the word to Giovanni Ribotta and watch about Maserati MC20 especially. Yeah.
It's a pleasure for me. Hello to everybody. It's a pleasure for me to have the invitation to the Italian Design Days. So thanks to the invitation, and I'm very proud, and it's a pleasure for me to present the MC20. This is our latest project that we reveal in September in the Maserati Day in Modena, and I want to show to showing the video of this big event. See in the video, welcome in the new Maserati era and welcome in Centro Stile Maserati. This is the MC20. This is a car, a model that everyone was waiting for because in some way bring us back to our roots. Maserati was born to do race car, and this is a real Maserati sport car. It's a combination between design and performance, iconic design elements, and new technical details, pure and sculpted shape, and engineering new aerodynamic features. This is one of the 3 project rooms that we have in a Turin Design Center. This is the one dedicated to Maserati, the one where we develop the MC20. Our design process, the Italian design process, start as the main features of Italian design that are elegance, sportiness, and personality, to work to design the car in side view. And this was the main challenge for me and my team because it was first time to work on a middle engine package. So our work started, for example, to set the position of the windscreen related to the wheels, the balance between the upper part and the lower part of the car, the definition of this Y0 line that you could see here, that we tried to push the cabin more rearward was possible, trying to give a sort of Gran Turismo visual effect. This line is a combination, Pinar before speak about the relationship between design and engineering. This is a work, several loop of work to define the perfect line to allow us the opportunity to have a very low rear and pure rear, only with this integration of this really thin spoiler, no? Because we tried really to maintain all you could see here in white, really pure and dynamic. And this is the base of our design philosophy. Our design philosophy, the design philosophy of MC20, is the balance between all the body color part, that is the more artistic part, the pure, we can say a sort of dynamic sculpture where is really important the human touch, with you saw in black all the lower part and the monocoque in carbon, where the design do a step back to leave the engineering to achieve the performance. This design philosophy try inspiration from our past, and one of the most important reference of the past is the ACGCS 1956, designed by Pininfarina. Sure, this is a Gran Turismo, but you could see that is the perfect balance between the aesthetic approach and the functionality without excess. And this is what creates a timeless design, a natural beauty that remains in the time. You could see how he's pure, the shape, elegance. I spoke about elegance. Elegance means proportion. And another sample of our past is the Birdcage 75. always designed by Pininfarina, 2005. And you could see also how he's close this car, designed more than 15 years ago, to the also chromatism close to the MC20. To reinforce this philosophy, to apply the relationship between design and engineering, I want to show this video. It's always a pleasure for me remember this time, the time that when we did this video, because it was July last year. So you could think that we spent 21 months to do this car. So July last year was the latest work by hand on the car. The man that you could see with the gray hair is a man 73 years old that spent his life working with 25 years with Gandini, work on Bertone, on the Countach. So it's the history of car design in Turin. And so for us, it's really important to transfer this human touch, this earth on the surface of our car, not only the MC20. And what was really cool was that during the day, working by hand, take scan in the evening, and the day after going in Dallara with the new technology to see if this shape work or not, to finalize, to take modification, to work also as aerodynamic point of view. And this combination between, from one side, art, design, and on the other side, engineering, is really the secret of our cars. Now I want to show some sketches about the design process. And you could see immediately, for example, from these wild sketches was one of the first sketch. The hillam was still horizontal, but the main features was already done. For example, I spoke about elegance before, elegance, proportion. This could be the sportivity, no? How our car are made by center fuselage and 4 prominent fender. And also here you could see how is conceived, no, the car with this body color part that is the heart, and all the lower part with the mechanics. In this part here, you could see how we conceive our shape. It's really a very fast sketch in paper. With pen, but you could see how the shape is. We imagine that is fit on the constraint like a dress on a perfect body, and we try also to hide, for example, all the opening in this part, because, for example, on the right, the ACAC, the intercooler opening, you could feel only in the work view, in front, but when you see the car inside view, almost disappear. Here you could see other sketches that show, for example, the composition of volume, because the car is really pure, but the composition, the intersection between fender and center fuselage is really strong. And maybe you perceive more when you will have the opportunity to see the car in real. And here, other final sketch with the whole front, side, and rear. We can go again on camera to speak about always our details. For example, I spoke about iconic design elements. One of the main iconic design elements is the triangular C-pillar that framing the Maserati logo. And here you could see that we moved to a new logo, more sharper, more modern, we can say. Before here we have the logo ovale with the saetta. Now we have more pure interpretation. Trident, that we can find, again, relationship and the balance of the opposite. iconic design element, new interpretation. For example, on the wheel, we can see these three abstract trident, again, inspiration from the Birdcage 75 of Pininfarina. Another iconic design elements are the three outlets that generally on the car with the front engine are on the front fender, in the Maserati car with the front engine. In that case, we no need this to get off air, so became a signature on the door close to the MC20 sentences. Where move these three dots, these three opening, move where we really need, so close to the rear to get off air from the rear compartment. Always to explain that Maserati design is always something related to the engineering, related to achieve a performance. Again, another interpretation of the trident here, those are louvers, horizontal louvers. Generally on Ferrari are, for example, three horizontal opening. In that case, we try to do something more special, so we try again to interpret the trident. Integration of new contents. Here we have the Gentes camera. This is a rear view mirror camera, and this is a content that we will see also in the next generation of Maserati car. We are on the rear, so we could speak about the rear. You could see how all the shape, the center fuselage and the fender close in a natural way on this spoiler. The relationship between more pure part and technical change dramatically for the rear is almost 80% performance. And so we could see that we have all opening, exhaust, carbon. This extractor is really designed by aerodynamics guy to achieve the performance with all the floor of the car. We spend more than 2,000 hours working in aerodynamics to achieve the performance. Because at the end, MC20 is a road car, but a road car ready to race. Now we can speak about interior, and I go again to show a slide. In contrast with the purity of the exterior shape, we have again another scenographic moment that is the opening of the door with this butterfly door. This is really scenographic, but at the same time allow to the ingress and the egress of the car, because and also in the same time show the heart of the car, that is the monocoque in carbon developed with Dallara. Speaking about the interior, and here you could see some sketches, the approach is really close to the exterior. So purity, again, rational, almost minimalistic. The dashboard is made by horizontal layer that show the richness and the thickness of the material. We had two 10-inch screen, one that is on the cockpit and one that is on the tunnel. The tunnel is really planar, show only the button of the gear shift and the drive mode control. All the other functions are close to the steering wheels for us to enhance what we can say in Italian, the relazione uomo-macchina, no? The relationship between man and the machine, and without anything. So only man with the steering wheels and all the function close to him to enhance the driving experience. Where we push a little bit more as design point of view, sure, is on the design of the seat, where we try to be more muscular, more with intersection of volume, and also with the choose of the material. We have new material as laser Alcantara, premium leather, all around in the interior, the details and the material as defined by the best Italian craftsmanship. And last but not least, we can go again on camera and we can speak about the latest design features. No? We spoke about elegance, we spoke about sportiness, and the latest is the personality, the character. And this is our masterpiece, the Trident together with the grill. And the capacity to from one side we have our roots, and on the other side we have the capacity to evolve. No? And the grill, that is our masterpiece, evolve in a new shape. Again, we can say the resume of our design philosophy, because we have our purity in the upper part, the sculpted part, and then is split in two parts, the lower part where we have again the performance, so treatment more sharper and different material as the carbon. You could see that the heel lamp move in a new position, in a vertical position, to leave the grille as a protagonist. A vertical position, but always with the light signature horizontal that point the trident. Another inspiration from the past, looking the front, is sure on the MC12, our race car, especially in the treatment of the fender with this rounded theoretical, or in the integration of the opening. Again, we try to hide this opening. You didn't perceive looking in the front, but you perceive really where the opening work. And the face of the MC20 is not only related to this car, but will be the face of the next generation of cars that you will see in the next year. The new Gran Turismo that we already spoke about, and the new SUV Grecale. I think that's, for my point, that's all. I think that you know all the Maserati secret now. And if you have any question,
Thank you so much. It's really amazing. And here in Galataport, I'm dizzy now because of this beauty and elegance. Thank you so much. We can say that I'm a little bit Bolognese because I spent my 1 year in Bologna during my PhD period, and as I know, Maserati is founded in Bologna. And the important part is founding in the beginning of First World War, 1914. So in these hard conditions, it's a very, very big success for them to create a new brand like Maserati, because they have some world records, lots of innovations in their company. And now, in this hard pandemic condition, also you announced MC20 in September. So how do you comment this stability on success?
I think that the secret of our the Maserati success staying is history, that is where we have pain and glory. And in every bad moment, there was always the capacity to overcome these difficulties, this bad situation with renewed power and energy. Maserati history is a history that is discontinuous. We have many change of owners. So, for if you think Alfieri Maserati, the Orsi family, Citroën in the middle of the 60s, 70s, then we have the Italian government with the Tommaso, and then Fiat, FCA. So different mindset, different change, and so always the reaction. I think that from this discontinuity comes the capacity of the reaction. Where always for the balance of the opposite, I think that the continuity comes from Maserati people. Maserati people that take every day passion, heart in his work. And this car was the latest part of the program of this car was in the pandemic period. So many person change his way of work at home. In strange situation, because from one side was I don't know, with the voice of children, so was something also good, but on the same time was sad moment. Yeah, it was strange, no, the situation working at home is really in some way also funny, but in the other way we were together in sad situation because many person lost parents, friends. So it was a really difficult situation. But, I don't know, distant but close, and working as a team, always trying to pursue the excellence, we push forward, no? And we start again to go in the office in June, and in July prepare this big event that you saw in the video. So I think that this is our secret, no? Always from one pain, one difficult situation, push and go forward.
I think you're right. Again, congratulations for your work during this pandemic time. And another question is about sustainability of beauty, because when we are looking to your models, we can see that all the models are talking in same language, but building totally different sentences. And as we know, there are lots of designers from the beginning of Maserati history. How you describe this sustainability?
Yeah, I take as a sample, for example, the history of the Quattroporte. Since the first one in 1963 till the current one, we have 6 generations of car designed by 6 different designers. The first was Frua, the second one was Bertone, then we have the Giugiaro, then we have Pininfarina, Gandini, and finally Centro Stile Maserati. So different designer but the same design philosophy, which is this design philosophy was, for example, to take to invent, was pioneer in the concept of sport sedan, the application of a powerful engine, race engine, with a really comfortable and elegant interior. So this is what you feel as a common sense. No, different designer, different interpretation, but really same design philosophy. This thinking to the history. If we think, for example, to current lineup, we have again different cars that speak together the same language: Levante, Ghibli, Quattroporte, Gran Turismo, and now the MC20. There are some features that are common for every car. Sure, every car has a Maserati feature, interpretate its segment in Maserati way. But we have, for example, the construction of the body is a design philosophy that we have in every Maserati. For example, the center fuselage and the 4 prominent fender, maybe more strong on the MC20, less on the Levante, but is the same design philosophy. The iconic design element, I spoke about triangular C-pillar and trident, or the 3 air vents are features that we can find with different interpretation in every Maserati. Another, for example, design feature is we were pioneer in the concept of Gran Turismo, so we try always to have this Gran Turismo feeling in every Maserati car. So I think that this sustainability, this common sense is due to this our design philosophy. I think more than design is more Maserati philosophy.
Okay, thank you so much for your explanations. And maybe we can announce about our workshop from here, because Giovanni Ribotta will give a workshop to our students, and the students will have chance to work and have critics from Giovanni Ribotta about their designs. So we are all excited about that workshop, and we are thanking to all. One of my guests is from Sirena Ensar Çabuk. Welcome, Ensar. We know that he is graduated from Yıldız Technical University, and after that he got his PhD, and after that he got his master's degree in Politecnico di Milano. For his professional life, he was working in Azimut and also Sirena Marine. So you had very important experience in Italian and Turkish side. How do you give your opinions about this design areas?
Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you for having me here. What I can say about common things with Italian and Turkish design point of views. First of all, I think it's about being Mediterranean. 2 countries as being Mediterranean countries, I believe we have a lot of similarities, like similar tastes, similar mentalities, the way when it's about yacht design, the way we like what we expect from a yacht, and how to use it. I mean, it's not only about loving the food. Huh? It's not only about the kitchen, but also about design taste. We have a lot of similarities, so that creates a good interaction and allows good collaboration and working together.
Would you like to make a presentation about Sirena?
Let's see.
After COVID-19, lots of words has changed and got some new meanings. For example, home has changed, car has changed. I think yas has changed also because people are preferring to spend more time in their own areas instead of spending time in public areas. So I think all these meanings will create some new designs for the next future. So how do you think about this pandemic expectations from your field? Because For me, people can expect some new affordable yachts, for example, to spend their time and make holidays.
Correct. First of all, with this pandemic issue, pandemic conditions, people have more interest in, let's say, yachts and spending their holiday, their time in a boat on the water. So it's more isolated place, more isolated times. In addition to that, I believe people also start thinking that life is full of its surprises and we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So let's not delay our dreams. Let's not delay those good days to spend. So these things increase the interest to do yachts. And in addition to that, of course, it's changing the way of yachting mentality, because now we are more clients, people, and also companies, designers, everybody is more focused on it's like creating more their personal volume, personal spaces in their yacht. So how it changed yacht design? Actually, it had been start for a while, but with this COVID issue, now it's faster. I mean, it's changing faster. People are looking for more privacy in their boats. They want to be able to spend more time on their boats without having less connection with the shore. How it was before, without these problems, it wasn't a problem to be on the land, to be on the marina, and any connection with people. Now the people want to have that separation. They are looking for it a bit more. So that makes you to pay attention and design the boats like, okay, they want to spend more time on their boat. So I need to create a boat that allows them to spend more time on their boat, and they shouldn't need to find the marina every day. I mean, to fill up.
Some new solutions for the cost, especially.
To be able to spend more time off the shore, which means extra volume, extra capacities, extra storages, extra, I mean, like a home feeling. So we start creating like homes on the water. Actually, this pandemic situation is changing the yachting industry the way like this.
Thank you so much. We are following for the next feature designs of Sirena Marine. And the last word is for our academician from Yıldız Technical University. And firstly, congratulations to their successes, especially in Italy. Tekin, Ergenç, would you like to make your presentation about Yıldız Technical University racing team?
Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Pınar. First of all, for us, Italy is equal to race. We like Riccardo Paletti, and last 3 years we get the best results in Italy. Okay, I want to talk about my racing team, YTO Racing. I'm the leader of the race. I'm the supervisor of this team, and we also joined races in Italy. It's good to race in Riccardo Paletti. Last 3 years we get good results in Italy, and we have a special role in Italy, and we like Italy's and race. Our team, and we're going to start with a small video.
In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is what we're waiting for. And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is what we're waiting for.
Some information about competition. In the competition, where design and analysis and production, reporting and business plan, and also the race, you must make the first things. You must make the car, and you must race the car. The important one, all of them are important. But if you don't make the car, you can make the car. You can't race. Race is the end. But first of all, you make the car. Each year we made a new car for the competition. There's a scoring on stages, where static stages and where dynamic stages. In static stages are engineering design, cost and production presentations, business plan presentations, and the dynamic stages, acceleration, autocross, skid pad, endurance and efficiency. 1.3 of 1 is the points come from the static stages, and 2.3 points come from dynamic stages. If you won the all static stages, you don't won the whole race. You must get a lot of points from 2 stages. First of all, you make static stages, but if you don't get the labels from the judges, you can't go in the races. You must first take stickers from the judges, and the car is ready to race. They give stickers to you, and the stickers is according to the if you are ready or not to race. Yes, I will a lot of videos, and it's easy to what the students did. This is our 4th car. It's 3 years before. They are making joke, I think. Yes. They are all in the university. We have a laboratory for the students. This space are own, not for the university. Don't use this part. It's for only university. For the student team. Whole nights we work all nights, not in the morning. All nights. Maybe it's 5 o'clock in the morning. These are our last. Now we're gonna make carbon fiber cars, whole carbon fiber cars. This year we're going to start monocoque chassis. For each car we're going to make 2 cars this year. One is with combustion engine because we like combustion engine. The other one is from electric driven. We're going to make 2 cars. We said 1 team, 2 cars. We don't use any more tubular chassis like this one. We're going to change like Maserati and also Ensar based Ensar's yachts, like a carbon fiber of there's no all the things, the parts the fuel tank, and other ones, all made by the university students. 1 year we start from August, and we made the car. This is also in the morning, the first run. We never made the first run in the day and afternoon. Every time we made in the morning, because it finished in the morning. It is 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Each year, the captain drives the first run. This guy is also the captain of this car. No carbon bodies on the car. In the first run. Yes, where are oops. Yes, where we start? We start in 2014 with the first car, then the second car 2015, and we take a first place award in England, the most efficient media communication skills award. We take the first place. Then the third car, we first Turkish team complete all the stages of the competitions. In the first time we joined the race, and the first Turkish team who joined the race and finished all the competition stages. And in the fourth car we take fourth place in acceleration checks, Republic, and 5 car is good for us. There was some problems in the Modena's car. Modena University's car, where good work with the Modena, with Enrico Mattarelli, and there are friends. They have a problem. They had a problem with their cars, and that's why we take the second place in Italy in the acceleration. We are good in acceleration. Then in the 6th car, we get same as the other one, the 4th place in autocross in Italy, and 8th place in Germany for acceleration events. Yes. And last year we made a new car, but because of the pandemic conditions, we didn't go in a race. The car is nearly ready, and it's a good picture in Riccardo Paletti, and we are in there. And the pictures, after these pictures, we saw so many Maserati pictures, because this piste is also in near Parma and near Bologna, and you're also Ribotta, you are working there, I think. And this is our last car. This is our last car. Riccardo, it's a very lovely place. I always want to go there. It's a very lovely place. It's our last car. It's a crazy. The Italian this car is a crazy car because of the aerodynamic things. But wow, we like it. It's a really interesting car. It's our last car, and also the competition of the last competition in Italy in 2019. They use this video to make the advertisements. We are in this video, and our crazy driver also.
Thank you. Congratulations for our students and their instructor, especially to you. And I have questions, and for you I will combine them together because they are so related. We can say that our students have ability to race with the European students, as you told us. So, what is your observations on our students, their abilities, and about international works on design?
First of all, I'm pleasure to be there. Thank you very much for the time. As you may know, for instance, is the most prestigious competition in the graduate and undergraduate level. Our team, White Racing, improving itself since 2011. And in this regard, every year we make a new car from scratch. The team members work multidisciplinary and develop their communication skills in order to achieve the team targets. They are aware that engineering is art of optimization, and they are very good at establishing the cause and effect of relationships. It's very important for us, cause and effect relationships and generating solutions. The main idea is this one for the students. And looking at events from the broader perspective, our team works hard. Our team works hard in order to gain the knowledge, and also we transfer all the knowledge, know-how to the future members. We put something on it. We are not starting in the first car. We have so many know-hows, and each know-hows transferred to the future members. It's a like know-how pool, and it's good for our team. Because of this, we are the best student racing team in Turkey, and we are now in the top 50 university of Europe. We are in 45 degree in the Europe, and we are in near 100 of in the world, and we hope to join to 100 into 100, and we hope to be in the top 10 university of the whole event. My students are highly motivated, and they don't give up. The design events, it's so important for us. The team members are using their knowledge, which they learned from the university lectures, and the design and manufacture the car. They get ready for the competition, not only technically, but also organizationally. It's also important. I don't give a lot of pictures, but it's not only you can make a car, you must live there. You eat something, you drink something. It's whole an organization. And also in near Ricardo Paletti, we stay. There's a small village there, and we get meals in the markets, and we eat pizza there. And also there's a river there, and we swim there. Everything's in the organization. They must make the organization.
It's easily seen that you are so motivated, and thanks for this also. And we hope that all this, your energy and motivation and excitement will go on in the following future. Thank you so much for your opinions, and I would like to thank all panelists.
For me, with you and with Ribotta, with Ensar, and also with Tavas, it's a good pleasure for me to be with you. Thank you very much to say something about my team.
Thank you so much. Giovanni Ribotta, thank you so much also for your joining and your participation to Italian Design Day Istanbul. And Ensar Çabuk, thank you so much. Special thanks to Erdem Tavas, especially for this positive energy and being venue sponsor of Italian Design Day 2020.
Thank you very much for inviting us. It's a pleasure and honor for us to be with you. Thank you for all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you very much, Ribotta.
Grazie a tutti.